The idle hand, they say, is the devil's workshop. This may also be said of the French soldiers who were taken captive during the Napoleonic Wars. After years of imprisonment, they found an unusual hobby, which involved fashioning ornate replicas of British ships out of bones. Human bones, that is. These French soldiers made use of anything bone they came across in creating elaborate and fascinating models, making collectors go crazy at auctions just to lay their hands on one of these macabre relics. The models now sell for thousands of dollars at auctions, and they are probably worth it, considering the accuracy of these models. But how the French prisoners of war created these masterpieces out of bizarre materials may be worth looking into. Captive French soldiers had so much time and much less to do. Then there was the issue of plentiful bones. The prisoners of war held captive by the Bretons were treated exceptionally well. However, they needed something to do with all that time they had. The war had gone on for so long that some of the French prisoners spent over a decade in British prisons. So, they began making models of the elite British Navy ships as a hobby. It was also, for them, a means to earn some money for some other necessities. This is totally different from the British soldiers, held captive in France, who played sports to keep themselves busy while in prison. The French prisoners of war gathered the bones obtained from the food rations issued to them by their English captors for use in building the model ships. After gathering, the prisoners boiled the bones and bleached them in the sun to make them easier to shape and carve. They were also assisted by the pigs in the prisoners of war camp. These pigs helped to supplement dwindling bone supplies, often roving the camp and uncovering human skeletons that were buried in shallow graves. The prisoners of war did not care where the bones came from or who or what they belonged to. They just needed to build, and build they did. The larger bones found by the prisoners were used to carve the body of the ship models, while they used the smaller pieces of bones and wood scraps for carving out the finely detailed cannons and masts. These models even had complex mechanisms built into them, allowing for the sails of the models to be easily raised and the cannons retracted into their models. The prisoners attempted to make the ship models sail, but failed. In addition to human, cattle, and goat bones, prisoners made use of their own hair to fashion sail rigging and tissue paper to create sails. On several occasions, visitors to the camp from nearby villages and British officers would smuggle in pieces of turtle shell, silk, tools, and metal foil for the Frenchmen to use. As time passed, British officials, who were impressed by the Frenchmen's craft and thought it kept them happy and occupied, began to organize civilian markets in the middle of the prisoners of war camps, where the captured soldiers sold their wares. Well, there you have it, building ships out of human bone. Let us know in the comments below if you or anyone you know has seen one of these highly desired pieces of history. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button and hit that notification bell for more awesome videos.